And again, we talk about structure and depth and somewhere for the fish to hide. Here you're going to have both. You get that bubble line where there's the food's brought to them, but if there's any danger, they can duck back into the deeper water or in amongst the trees, and that's where you've got to put your fly a lot of the time. Beautiful. We've just got a lot of timber around, which a lot of these areas do, so you don't have the luxury of a back cast there. So obviously with a roll cast, you're just throwing the line forward or even on the side. You want to just get that line up there to drift back down naturally without the need for a back cast. Just get you a nice little flow drag free down these sort of the bubble lines that we'll have down here as well. Yep, beautiful. Just hard going with all these trees, but you just knew it's got a hold of fish. Beautiful. Yeah. Interesting the colours on these, I'll get to show you in a minute. Nowhere near as, it's more of a darker brown, not as near as the red spots, a little bit different and slightly bigger, so great fish. So still yeah, in good nick for a river like this. Let's get that fly out and get him back.
Victoria's small streams are very fragile fisheries. They don't deal well with lots of pressure and fish being taken in any great number. There's something to be looked after and fished for the enjoyment of the fishing rather than taking a feed home at the end of the day. We choose to practice catch and release because we think it's in the long term in the best interests of these small fisheries.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again, these red spots all over this. Fantastic little fish. Ready to go? Off he goes. Just need to get into that flow and the fish to look up. Yep, that was an interesting take. The fly had got caught up in that current a bit, it had sunk, and so you couldn't see that the normal fish come up and grab it. But I could just see a little flash just underneath, around about where the fly would be, and lift the rod as you do, and sure enough, come up tight. There's a nice little fish on it, so it's a bit of a bonus. Great little fish. Again, we've gone back to these really bright red dots. Really standing out. And great nick, these fish. Yep. Oh. tree. That was a good fish there. A little bit ago, he was going to go downstream. Not quite get me into the backing, but he was going to give me a good bit of fun. So, yeah. Sometimes they come out. In today's episode, we showed you two completely different species, trout and bonefish. The two key features of a setup required for a trout in these small streams is the weight, which is a 2 weight, and the length. This is a 6.5 foot stalker air, so it's perfect for these small streams and great presentations. When we're targeting bonefish, I prefer to use the stalker air series in an 8 weight. They're very powerful fish, and sometimes you'll come across some windy areas that you really need to punch that fly through. I like to match it with, here we've got a Gavin Torque, which has a very powerful drag system, and it has the capacity for about 200 metres of backing. Some of these fish you're going to catch are going to be very big and powerful, and you're going to need every bit of that backing. So match the gear to the fish you're targeting, and you're going to enjoy it. So, I hope you've enjoyed our first episode. It's been great fun bringing it to you, and I look forward to catching you on the fly.